Sundi, Honorary Secretary, extend a warm welcome to you all to this stupendous evening put together to felicitate the exceptional achievements of women in business. Tonight, we have the privilege of honoring some of the most talented, innovative, self-driven women who stand as strong pillars of our economy and society. Before we embark on this evening's journey of celebrating achievement, I'd like to call upon Chairperson Flow Hyderabad Shubhra Maheshwari and Chairperson Y Flow Sonali Saraf to lead our esteemed guests for lighting of the auspicious lamp. Joining them is the Chief Guest, Honorable Minister, Government of Telangana, Shri K.T. Rama Rao Garu. Special Guest of Honor, Sherpa G20, Shri Amitabh Kanchi. National President Flow, Ms. Jayanti Dalmia. National Past President Flow, Ms. Pinky Reddy. Mr. Gareth Owen, Deputy High Commissioner, United Kingdom. Our eminent awards jury, Mr. C.V. Anand, Ms. Abhilasha Bisht, Ms. Swati Lakra, and Mr. Murli Krishna to step forward for lighting of the lamp.
जनगण मनाधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय
I now invite Ms. Sonali Saraf, Chairperson Y Flow Hyderabad, to say a few words.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to Honorable Minister Mr. KTR Garu, Mr. Amitabh Kanji, President Flo Jayanti Dalmia, past President Pinky Reddy, dignitaries in the audience, past chairs, members, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege as I stand here with a sense of pride as chairperson of Young Flow Hyderabad. I believe that unleashing our own potential is true power, and women are the untapped resources for growing economies like India. My term as a 17th chairperson of YFlow focused on this aspect. It is heartening to see that many women and also our members are starting to take the plunge into businesses at a young age. We are proud of the fact that our mission reflects our commitment to support, guide, and encourage young women to build community of entrepreneurs and responsible citizens. We do this through our various programs and initiatives. I would like to show you a glimpse of my year so far.
Namaste everyone. It's been a year of learning, growth, networking and building a stronger legacy. My theme this year was Potential is Power, and every event has been a step in ensuring that members gain something valuable from it. The fellowship made for a great kickstart for the year. Young changemakers Ms. Navya Nanda and Ms. Mansi Chaudhary left an impact on the audience with their entrepreneurial and philanthropic spirit. Raising the tricolour with pride on the 75th Independence Day as India celebrated the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at the structure of Women's Pride and Freedom installed by YFlow Hyderabad chapter last year. A topic that touched hearts across our members, Let's Redefine Pretty, was a massive success where a transgender, a plus size and a short and petite model poured their hearts out on body image issues. YFlow organized their first retreat to Kerala. This set the tone on the way members interact and network in all future events. The retreat was hugely successful and extremely memorable for everyone. The legal initiative, we had Ms. Shraddha Gupta, an accomplished lawyer, enlighten around 340 students at GNIT's Women's College, raising legal awareness among the women youth. We have also planted trees in every speaker's name under our Go Green initiative. There are many more events to look forward to in the year, and I'm certain they will have a multiplied effect of success with the members as the learning increases, the confidence grows, and each of us continues to convert our potential into power.
It is this mission that has brought us all here for the Flow Business Awards, recognizing the grit, determination, and achievement of many women. Ladies and gentlemen, it is awe-inspiring to be here amongst many leaders and pioneers of business and professional world, established and aspiring young entrepreneurs. I salute these young, wonderful women who took the leap to start an enterprise and are here with us. Rather, we are here today because of each one of them who have taken the challenge of foregoing an identity that transcends them. A new day in the horizon has dawned for these magnificent women entrepreneurs. Congratulations, each one of you, for following your dreams. I would like to acknowledge the phenomenal men and women who believe in us. Their support and cheer hard to make sure we women become the leaders the nation needs and awaits. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonali. I'm pleased to welcome National President Flo Ms. Jayanti Dalmia to grace the dais and address the gathering.
Thank you, Gunjan. Before I start, I just give salutations to my Lord Krishna and Radhaji. Radha Krishnaya Nama. A shlok to start off my talk. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devata. There couldn't be a more apt shlok to encapsulate the essence of why we have gathered today here. The meaning of the shloka is, where women are honored, divinity blossoms there. Honorable Minister Shri K. Tarakarma Rao, India G20 Sherpa, Amitabh Kanji, past President Pinky Reddy, and all the other dignitaries present here. Namaste and a very good evening. I am Jayanti Dalmia, and it's an absolute pleasure to address this August event as the 39th National President of Ficci Ladies Organization. Popularly known as FLOW, we are the leading business chamber catering to women empowerment by way of entrepreneurial development and professional excellence. With an outreach of 19 chapters across the nation and headquartered in New Delhi, we have been working towards this direction since 1983. In the last 2 decades of dedicated and concerted work, we have been able to make an impact and transform the lives of women across 3 sections: grassroots, middle, and senior level. I am looking to reaffirm the FLOW vision with special emphasis on transforming women's participation in India's growth trajectory. Our chapters have been doing immensely impactful work in advancing our mandate of empowering them and equipping them with skills and capacities to become equal contributors to the Indian economy. One of our oldest chapters, Hyderabad, has been doing extraordinary work in this direction. Today, I am delighted to be here to commemorate the 3rd edition of FLOW Hyderabad Business Awards 2023. Thank you so much, Shubhra and the team, for inviting me here. FLOW endeavors to recognize women leaders who have harnessed the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, and excellence to produce tangible, path-breaking results in their chosen fields. I am happy to share my excitement with all of you today as we celebrate the 3rd batch of women awardees, a group of formidable women leaders who have dared to be different, who have found passion in their purpose, who have created their own mark, and pushed the frontiers of women leadership. Their success stories are pathways for other women and girls to follow in their footsteps and become future business leaders. Please join me once again in congratulating and applauding each one of our awardees. My wishes to all of you. To conclude, I quote Serena Williams, "Every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. We are strongest when we cheer each other on." Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jayanti ji. Requesting past National President, FLOW, Ms. Pinky Reddy, will now share her thoughts with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have too many thoughts to share, but I feel very happy to be here this evening. I always repeat, whenever I come to a FLOW event, I feel like I'm back home. So one thing I must say, that we, all the FLOW ladies, we have really empowered ourselves and empowered others. And wherever we go, we are very much recognized, and we are doing it. And all of you all are doing an incredible job. So thank you so much for having me here today. Shubhra, you've done a superb job. And I'm so happy that Mr. Amitabh Kant is coming here from Delhi. And we are ever, ever, ever proud of our dear KTR Garu, whom I lovingly call Ram. Thank you.
Thank you, Pinky. I will now call upon Ms. Shubhra Maheshwari, Chairperson Flow, to share the highlights and accomplishments of her term.
Good evening, everybody. How are we? A very warm welcome to Flow Hyderabad Business Awards. Flow Hyderabad extends a heartfelt welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Honorable Minister of IT Industries, MANUD, Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu. Special guest of honor, Shri Amitabh Kanji, India's G20 Sherpa and former CEO, Niti Aayog. Guest of honor, Flow National President, Ms. Jayanti Dalmia, past National President, Ms. Pinky Reddy, our esteemed jury here, Shri Rajat Kumar IS, Shri Jayesh Ranjanji IS, and all the luminaries, guest members, spouses who've taken out time to join us here this evening. With deepest gratitude, I also welcome our sponsors who fuel our vision year after year. A special welcome to the Flow and Y-Flow past chairpersons, and to Sonali Saraf, my chairperson Y-Flow, standing by my side with her rock-solid support to me. A special mention to events mentor, Ms. Jyotsna Angara and Ms. Hina Srivastav, and finance mentors, Ms. Usha Rani Mane and Ms. Priyanka Arora, who's also contributed to this beautiful decor of the venue today. A special mention to all the committee members who worked very hard in shaping up this event today. Flow Hyderabad chapter stands tall with a 21-year legacy built brick by every one of its past chairs, demonstrating through their life and work that women can make a real and critical difference. Here's a video celebrating these formidable women, the very foundation on which Flow Hyderabad today stands rooted firmly. Feminism isn't about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. May we have the video, please? After being in their shoes for the last 9 months, I know what it means to do this. Let's give a big round of applause to the Council of Flow and Y-Flow. In March 2022, Flow Hyderabad launched India's first 100% women-owned and run industrial park with the support of our Minister Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu and TSIIC. 100% women-owned and run industrial park with 25 units that brought in over 250 crores of investment to the state and generated employment of over 1,000 employees within 2 years, of which 37% are women. This video will give you a glimpse of the Flow Industrial Park, a model that will over time be replicated across countrywide flow ecosystem. KTR Garu, we can never thank you enough for this endeavor. Can we have the video?
India's growth story is supported by over 1.3 million women entrepreneurs, a fact that adds to the adage, empowering a woman is empowering a generation. Ficci Flow's Hyderabad chapter joined hands with the government of Telangana's State Industrial Infrastructure Corporation to undertake this initiative, with the vision of not just impacting women entrepreneurship, but also impacting Telangana's industrial growth.
What they have created at the Flow Park in Sultanpur is absolutely fabulous. What satisfies me even more is that the entrepreneurs who are taking up industrial projects there have taken up some very innovative projects, new generation projects, which are having high technology, very good employment potential. This is very contrary to the traditional image of women entrepreneurs, that they are doing some small home-based activities.
There is a great sense of satisfaction and pride for Flow as we are on the verge of taking our journey pan-India across to other chapters. All companies are 100% women-owned, representing green industry only.
A monetary investment of 250 crores and emotional investment of dreams and aspirations has culminated into the Flow Industrial Park, which is set to catalyze the Make in India mission and generate enormous employment opportunities.
Today, many women are aspiring to achieve great success, and Flow encourages, empowers, and supports these women in turning their dreams into reality.
This initiative is close to every Flow member's heart, resulting in a synergized involvement by pan-India members hailing from a multitude of industrial verticals.
Women's participation in the manufacturing sector is true contribution to country's economy and GDP. It's a game changer for all women. We are happy that our chapter took the lead to establish the first Flow Industrial Park in collaboration with Government of Telangana, who gave us 50% price subsidy and a fully developed infrastructure to ensure that our members have a smooth start.
The past chairpersons of the Hyderabad chapter have consistently contributed for the growth and the betterment of the chapter since the inception.
We are on a mission to pave a path for many such parks built to support women entrepreneurs and women-run enterprises across the country. Because we believe in the adage, empowering a woman is empowering a nation.
Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed dignitaries, Deputy High Commissioner of UK, Mr. Gareth Wynne Owen, our Commissioner of Police, Mr. C.V. Anand, Ficci Chairperson, Mr. Murli Krishna Reddy. Thank you so much, all of you, for your support, encouragement, and time to us. This year, at Flow Hyderabad, we have worked concertedly and consistently towards creating opportunities and environment to help our members hone their Shakti, Samarthya, and Shaurya. For the grassroots women, we have aligned the chapter's activity with the national president's vision. May we have the annual video, please?
The year 2022-23 started with the vision to build a stronger she, to empower women, to assess the damage done by the pandemic, to adapt to the opportunities of the post-pandemic era and accelerate into a journey of newer heights and achievements. Our year-long endeavor has been to empower women in three main areas: education, employment, and empowerment. Education is both an elevator and a springboard. It allows women to rise themselves up and to break down the divides that keeps them apart. If we think of life as a long race, it is education that provides the training, the nourishment, and the support. To reinforce this, we have created many learning opportunities for our members and grassroots women throughout the year. Through our financial literacy initiatives, school and college education initiatives, and by collaborating with our knowledge partners. Employment allows women to flourish and achieve their true potential in the world of work. Through the year, we have worked to help women become entrepreneurs through our empowerment, impact, and women skilling and support initiatives by organizing startup, incubation, skill development programs for our members and in the larger community for the grassroots women as well. The final link in the chain is empowerment, which helps women rise to the top of their strength and their innate abilities and talents through holistic all-round growth. The results of a recent study in the US shows that the Fortune 500 firms with the best track record in raising women to prominent positions are 18 to 69% more profitable than median firms. We have striven to establish and support women at the top level of management through our various programs throughout the year. Our signature event Style Tatva has been a feather in the cap of Flow Hyderabad chapter. The second edition of Signature Fashion and Lifestyle March is the biggest exhibition in Hyderabad which focuses not only on fashion and lifestyle. We provided exclusive stall space for weavers and flow-assisted entrepreneurs to support them on their journey. Over the 3 days of the exhibition, we made history with 230 participating vendors, 24 flow-promoted grassroots businesses, 70 committee members working round the clock, and 7,280 visitors. Our Royal Rajasthan Retreat Extravaganza was a perfect balance of adventure, fun and relaxation with 100 members travelling to Chautka Barwara, Ranthambore National Park and Jaipur in Rajasthan for 4 days. This was no small feat as this was the largest group of Flow members travelling on a retreat from Flow Hyderabad.
Thank you. Women entrepreneurship is the new currency of 21st century India. With Atmanirbhar Bharat, the scope for the gainful engagement of a larger number of women in India's workforce is tremendous. But for this potential to become a reality, government, industry, and industrial bodies like Flow, Ficci must work collectively. Women's participation in larger numbers will become one of the surely accelerate the process to help India become one of the largest economies in the world. At Flow Hyderabad, we understand the crucial role we can play in unlocking growth, driving innovation, and transforming the narrative for women in leadership. The Flow Hyderabad Business Awards are instituted to recognize business excellence in women-led and women-owned enterprises in the state of Telangana. Applications were invited from women entrepreneurs from various sectors in the month of November. A 9-member jury panel comprising of Mr. Rajat Kumar IAS, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan IAS, Ms. Madhuri Dugirala, Vice President Google, Ms. Charulata Ravi Kumar, Managing Director Accenture, Ms. Rani Reddy, Director Sakshi, Mr. Satish Andra, Managing Director at India Partners, Ms. Charu and Ms. Syantini of Primus Partners, Ms. Sonali Saraf, Chairperson YFlow, Ms. Jyotsna Angara, past Chairperson Flow, and myself, we scrutinized over 60 applications from women entrepreneurs representing organizations that have set benchmarks. To bring governance and transparency to the awardee selection process, we invited on board Primus Partners New Delhi as our knowledge partners to screen, tabulate, evaluate on basic parameters, and shortlist the top 5 applicants in each category for the final jury selection process. And all this has culminated in today's Flow Hyderabad Business Awards ceremony, which reflects my strong belief that India is already en route from being a developing and emerging market to a fully developed nation in just the next few years. And we women together can and will make it happen. To all the women entrepreneurs sitting here, it's not about who will let me. It's about who will stop me. An event of this scale cannot be actualized without the confluence of generous hearts and untiring hands. I would like to place on record my thanks and appreciation to all our sponsors and partners once again for their financial and services support in helping us bring this vision to fruition. My appreciation for Flow and Y-Flow committee members for the exemplary teamwork, dedication, and commitment with which they have come together to make this evening possible. Behind every great woman, there is a great man, and a battalion of great women, super strong women who fix each other's crown without letting the others know. She is ambitious. She is driven. She is independent. She is a mastermind. She is supportive because she is us. Let's do this, ladies. And now I invite our chief guest, Mr. K.T. Ramarao Garu, our special guest of honor, Mr. Amitabh Kanji, Mrs. Jayanti Dalmia ji, and Ms. Pinky Reddy to grace the dais along with Ms. Sonali Saraf.
Thank you, Shubhra. I would now like to invite our Y-Flow chairs, Sonali, to lead Chief Guest K.T. Ramarao Garu, Guest of Honor Amitabh Kanji, President Flow Jayanti Dalmia ji, Past President Pinky Reddy to grace the dais. Chairperson Shubhra and Sonali will now felicitate our guests, National Past President Flow, Ms. Pinky Reddy. Requesting Shubhra and Sonali to please felicitate Ms. Pinky Reddy. G20 Sherpa Sri Amitabh Kanji, an important pillar in formulating the industrial policy and the Make in India initiative. Chairperson Flow and Y-Flow to felicitate National President Jayanti Dalmia ji. We now felicitate Past President Pinky Reddy. Requesting both the chairs to now felicitate Sri KTR Garu, a dynamic and a visionary leader who's once more. I would now request Sri Amitabh Kanji to address the gathering.
The Flow President, Shubha Maheshwari, the very dynamic Mr. K.T. Ramarao, Pinky Reddy, Jayanti Dalmia, Sonal Sharaf, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm truly delighted to be at this wonderful event organized by Flow in Hyderabad. I've always been fascinated by Hyderabad. A couple of years back, we'd done the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, which was driven by Mr. K.T. Ramarao along with Jayesh Ranjan. And we had over 1,000 entrepreneurs from across the world. Many of them were women entrepreneurs. And it was a remarkable event, and a global entrepreneurship summit of that nature had never been held before. So at that particular event, Mr. K.T. Rama Rao had announced the establishment of setting up of a V Hub. And a couple of months back, when I came here, along with Jayesh, I had visited V Hub, and I was extremely impressed with the women entrepreneurship that had been promoted. And I am truly delighted to see the phenomenal industrial park for women that has been set up in collaboration with the State Industries Department here, and where Ficci and Flo have played a major role to encourage women entrepreneurship. So I take this opportunity of both congratulating Mr. K.T. Rama Rao and congratulating Flo for this unique initiative of setting up a women's industrial park, which I think is a remarkable initiative and a first of its kind. Secondly, I am truly delighted that I was invited to be a part of this wonderful event by Flo. And I'm delighted because I've been a long-term believer that women have to be the key driver of India's growth. For the first time, the NFHS survey has shown that there are actually 1,078 women to 1,000 men. So there are more women than men in India. And actually, if India is to grow at high rates of 9 to 10% per annum, year after year, for 3 decades or more, it's not possible to do that unless and until we put women in positions of leadership. And therefore, when India assumed the presidency of G20, one of the key priorities spelled out by the Prime Minister, who's the leader of G20, was amongst the key priorities was that we will use this opportunity of G20 to push women-led development across the world. And this is important because it requires a complete paradigm shift. It requires a change of mindset. It requires us to put a huge focus on nutrition for women, because in a country like India and many of the global south countries, there is a virtuous cycle of malnutrition because of a weak mother leading to a weak child. And therefore, starting from that position onward, where we need to strengthen women at the point of the birth and the pregnant women, to focus on nutrition, to focus hugely on changing this virtuous cycle of malnutrition, to providing literacy and ensuring that there's better outcomes on literacy, and that is ensuring that every single girl child is able to get access to education and improve their learning outcomes, and then is able to move from school to college, and then from thereafter into positions of leadership. And therefore, to my mind, education is a very key player. And thirdly, to my mind, it's very important and very critical that we are able to provide financial access to women. And one of the remarkable things that's happened in India is that when we started the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, only 19% of the accounts were owned by women. But today, 56%, the latest data which has come in, 56% of the bank accounts are owned by women. So just imagine, from 19%, we moved up to 56%. And there are 23 crore women who were unbanked have now had bank accounts. And there are many family bank accounts which are now in the name of the lady of the house. And therefore, my belief is that providing this financial access will truly transform us in the next decade or so. And fourthly, I've been a great believer that if India is to grow and progress over a long period of time, the digital transformation which India has done has been enormous. And I think every state has played a key role, but I think Andhra has also played a very major role. To my mind, this digital access which has been provided, the digital transformation that has happened, in 2016 when we started off, there were very few people with digital identity. Today, everyone in India has a digital identity. Everyone in India has a digital, has a bank account which is linked with his digital identity, and everyone has a mobile. And because of that, India today does 11x more payments, digital payments, 11x more digital payments than what USA and Europe do together, and we do 3x more payments than what China does. This has been the story of transformation. We've also done transformational work because of this digitization in COVID. We've done about a 2.5 billion vaccination, all cashless, paperless. We run the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Million people, that is, a huge number of people in India, which is almost the population of Europe and almost equivalent to the population of Europe, plus another about half of America, which is, we've provided them health insurance, which is cashless and paperless. And therefore, this impact of digitization which India has done has been totally transformational. And that will enable us to technologically leapfrog in the years to come. And therefore, providing this digital access to women has really been the key. And to my mind, it's been transformational because as I visit many of these cities which are involved in G20, every single city of India, I see women doing digital access of their digital accounts. They are able to do digital transactions. People, day-to-day workers, people who are selling wares, people who are running shops, all women. I mean, it's all a huge radical transformation that has happened in the last few years. And therefore, as a country, as a recent study by the Bank of International Standards has shown, that what India has achieved in the field of digital transformation, what India has achieved in the last 7-8 years, is equivalent to what any other country would have achieved in 50 years. 50 years. And to my mind, the biggest beneficiary of this digital transformation will be the fact that India will see a lot of women-led development in the days to come. And my belief is that as we put more and more women into industrial leadership, as we put more and more women into financial leadership, and as we put more and more women through this process of financial inclusion, India will see more and more growth. India will see acceleration of growth. And I think this is truly going to be the decade of India, largely because of demographics, largely because we are a very vibrant democracy, and largely because we've pushed for digitization, and largely because we are going to drive our growth through women-led development. So I'm truly delighted to be here, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the leader of FLOW, Shubha Maheshwari, for her leadership, for her very dynamic leadership. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate all the leaders sitting here, Sonal Sharaf, Jayanti Dalmia, and Pinky Reddy, all of them, all very dynamic leaders in their own rights and who've done remarkable work and who are great role models. And we need to have many, many more role models there are many Indians who've done, many women Indians who've done remarkable work across the world. They're all in several leadership positions, but we need to create many, many role models within India, and all of them are great role models. And therefore, I take this opportunity to really congratulate and wish Ficci Flow all the best. And I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners of the Business Leaders Award, many of whom we saw here. All of them have done remarkable work. I also want to congratulate all the women entrepreneurs who are part of VHub, all the women entrepreneurs who've become a part of this great industrial park, so that this great industrial journey led by women has started here. And wish the state, wish Ficci Flow, wish everyone a very, very great future. My heartiest congratulations and all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for throwing light on the digital growth in the country. I would now request our Honorable Minister, KTR Garu, to share his thoughts with us. A big round of applause, please.
Good evening. Thank you, Shubhra, for this opportunity. Thank you for inviting me. Normally, these events with respect to women entrepreneurs and women-led enterprises are confined only to one day, that is International Women's Day. But I'm delighted that you actually chose to defy that convention and have actually gathered such a large gathering who I can't really see. But nevertheless, I think fabulous job. I think she deserves a big round of applause, the entire Flow team. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for making sure the AC was toned down as well. Thank you very much for making us feel very comfortable. Thank you, Jayanti ji, for coming all the way. And thank you, Sonali Saraf, for organizing this event. Of course, to our dear friend, Mr. Amitabh Kant, who rarely visits us these days. Sir, आप ज़्यादा आते नहीं हो सर आजकल. आपको ज़्यादा आना चाहिए और ज़्यादा हमें दिल्ली से खुशखबरी लाना चाहिए. ज़्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स हमें देना चाहिए आपको और ज़्यादा पैसा देना चाहिए. थोड़ा ताली बजाइए ताकि वो. Sir, we are a very progressive state. We are a very, very progressive state. We actually have done some truly astonishing things which have not been done by any other state in India in the last 75 years. I'm not here just to gloat about my state and, just to do my fiduciary responsibility, but also just to point out to you and through you to Government of India and other states as well, since you're organizing the G20 summits across the nation this year. I believe that a positive, good message from any performing state in India will really help spread the message and also inspire others. I also see Gareth, the Deputy High Commissioner of UK. I see our Special Chief Secretary Irrigation, Sri Rajat Kumar Garu. My Principal Secretary for Industry and Commerce, Sri Jayesh Ranjan Garu. Our Hyderabad Commissioner of Police, Sri C.V. Anand Garu. Murali Krishna Reddy Garu, the President of Ficci as well. I would like to acknowledge and recognize them as well. Sir, I keep calling our state, the state of Telangana, startup state of India. And I keep calling it the most successful startup in independent India. The reason why I say this is because if you look at the performance of the state of Telangana in the last 8.5 years, it is nothing short of stellar. The day we assumed office in the new state on the 2nd of June in 2014, the per capita income of Telangana was 1,24,000 rupees. Today, as we speak, the per capita income of Telangana is 2,78,000 rupees. It's a humongous jump. And the national average, just to put things in perspective for you, the national average is still only 1,49,000 rupees. The GSDP of Telangana was 5 lakh crores in 2014. Today, it is 11.55 lakh crore. So that kind of tells you how well Telangana has evolved over the last 8.5 years. Just if I have to sum up in one line as to how well Telangana has done. If you look at us geographically, we are the 11th largest state. If you look at us population-wise, we are the 12th largest state in India, among the 28 states. But in terms of our contribution to economy and GDP, while we are only 2.5% of India, we contribute to 5% of India's GDP. Literally, we are punching double our weight. It's like a 50-kilo boxer punching in a 100-kilo category. You'd surely know what I mean. The point I'm trying to make is, as a state, as a new state, Telangana has not only done well on a single front, but we are one of those rare states where holistic and integrated development has happened over the last 8.5 years. And it truly shows with the kind of recognitions we keep receiving from Government of India. When Government of India recently announced Sansad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, the best villages among Sansad Adarsh Gramin Yojana, out of the top 20 villages in India, 19 were from Telangana. That goes to show you the stellar work that has been done in the rural development and Panchayati Raj areas and the village development program of Government of Telangana. When Swachh Sarvekshan Awards were announced for urban local bodies, municipalities, Telangana had received 26 awards, second highest for any state in the country. After Maharashtra, Maharashtra is a significantly larger state. They had won 3 more than us, but if you look at it pro rata, I think we have done exceedingly well compared to any other state in India. Not only has Telangana improved its performance in information technology and industry, we have also raised rapidly in agriculture and also environment. Again, to give you a few numbers to take home, our IT exports back in 2014 were 57,000 crores. As of last year, June, it was 1,83,000 crore. And our agriculture, just to again, numbers is what, is what makes the story credible. Back in 2014, the paddy production and procurement from Telangana was 68 lakh metric tons. As of last year's summer, the paddy production and procurement from Telangana is 3.5 crore tons. Agriculture has expanded by more than 119%. Industry has grown rapidly. Most of you are very familiar with TSI Pass. In fact, all the women entrepreneurs here, especially Ficci Flow, when they had approached us and when they had asked us, could we create something together, Telangana government and Ficci Flow, could we do something unique for women entrepreneurs? We readily accepted, myself, Jayesh, Narasimha Reddy, all of us. We jumped at the offer and we said, we will do everything we can to support. And as Shubhra pointed out, we not only have given out the land at a very discounted price, of course, we also have ensured that all the women entrepreneurs have received all the support that they have required to set up their units. But it's just the beginning. In fact, I know the ambition is larger. The appetite is larger. I've been asked many a times that we need to do more and you need more space. In fact, your president, Shubhra, just told me that she herself does not have a unit there and therefore she needs more space. But I do have a request for the women entrepreneurs here. Let's start thinking beyond Hyderabad. Let's start thinking outside of Hyderabad. I know you all live in Hyderabad. We all love Hyderabad. We're all proud Hyderabadis. And I keep saying wherever I go. In fact, my favorite pitch, whenever I meet a new investor, is Hyderabad is neither South India nor North India. It is where the north of India meets the south of India. It is where biryani meets paratha. It is where, you can say even paratha meets dosa. It is where the mangoverse meets metaverse. It is where data sciences meets life sciences. It is the point of confluence of so many things that are brilliant. We have done exceedingly well as a city. In fact, Mercer, an international agency that rates all the cities on livability index, has consistently rated Hyderabad over the last 5 years as the best city among Indian cities on livability index for 5 years in a row, from 2015 until 2020. And since 2020, of course, they've stopped giving out rankings post-COVID. The point I'm trying to make is while Hyderabad is beautiful, while Hyderabad is in fact Oxford Economics, in the report they've released day before yesterday, have mentioned that Hyderabad and Bangalore are the 2 cities which are going to pip Tokyo, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and all other Asian cities and will be the market leaders in the entire continent of Asia. So that is the capability of Hyderabad today. But having said all the nice things about Hyderabad, I think we don't want to end up the Bangalore way. We don't want to see our infrastructure crumbling. In the last 8.5 years, you all know the kind of work that has been done with respect to infrastructure addition and improvements. We have constructed a number of flyovers, a lot of underpasses, a lot of other infrastructure projects, a lot of link roads, and a lot of road maintenance that has happened. But I still see the number of cars and traffic growing more and more, especially after COVID. Therefore, I urge all of you, let's start thinking beyond Hyderabad, because as a state, if you look at us, Hyderabad is so central. Any nook and corner of Telangana is hardly 2.5 to 3 hours away. So when you are planning your next industrial unit, because of the rural livelihood mission of Telangana government, 5 revolutions are going to unfold right in front of you. We are trying to usher in 5 revolutions. One, the green revolution that I just mentioned. our irrigation chief, special chief secretary is here. We have constructed the world's largest lift irrigation project. You know, we take a lot of pride in quoting what others have done across the world. We talk about three gorges and other things. But did you know that the world's largest lift irrigation project is actually in our state, Telangana, and it has been completed in a record time of only 4 years, 48 months flat. It is an engineering marvel. For those of you who have not seen it, I request Shubhra, Sonali and others to actually lead a team of FLOW delegates to go visit this beautiful project where we literally lift a river from 60 meters above sea level all the way to 618 meters above sea level through a multi-stage lift irrigation system. It is an engineering marvel that is worth a visit, that is worth spreading the word. More importantly, it not only provides irrigation potential to more than 4.5 million acres, 45 lakh acres, it also provides drinking water to the city of Hyderabad. In fact, Hyderabad's drinking water requirements till the year of 2051 are fully met with by our government in the last 4 years. The point I'm trying to make is, with this kind of additional potential that has been created, with this kind of agriculture produce that is coming our way, food processing is a sector that is really going to take off in a big way in Telangana. We have earmarked 10,000 acres of land under the special food processing zone policy of government of Telangana. And I'm sure you all know that 1/3 of these plots will be earmarked for women entrepreneurs. So you're more than happy to reach out to Jayesh Ranjan and my TSIC team. I urge you all to actually start setting up your units in these special food processing zones. The second revolution that is going to unfold right in front of your eyes is the blue revolution. Today I'm proud, I stand here proudly and claim that Government of India has recognized us as the state which is #1 today on inland fisheries. Today, our state has more than 46,000 lakes and tanks which have been rejuvenated, new reservoirs that have been created, offering you immense potential to start exporting aqua, food to other parts of the world. In fact, some large multinational companies are already setting up their factories and their processing units here, and they will be 100% export oriented. Tilapia fish, which is predominantly consumed in the continent of United States, in fact, will be shipped out of Mid-Maner in my district, Sirsila. And there is a large company called Ficci, which is investing nearly 1,000 crores in this one unit alone. So the potential to invest in aquaculture, the potential to do more in this sector is immense. So I urge you all to also start looking at the blue revolution and the fruits of it. The third revolution that is also unfolding is pink revolution. Now, pink revolution is not my party revolution. Pink revolution is the meat processing industry that is prospering because of our focus on livestock development. The number of sheep in Telangana have more than doubled in the last 4 years because of the sheep rearing program our government has undertaken. Now, therefore, there's a huge scope to start exporting meat not only to the Middle East or Southeast Asia, but other parts of the world as well. I urge all of you also to start looking at the meat processing industry. Those of you who are vegetarian, you can still indulge in that business, by the way. The fourth revolution that I want to point out to you is the white revolution, the dairy revolution. Because of number of initiatives, including an incentive of ₹4 per litre to actually deliver milk to the state-owned Vijaya Dairy, the milk production has also gone up in a big way in Telangana. So those of you who are looking at dairy or ancillary units in dairy or confectionery or nutraceuticals should seriously consider setting up a unit in rural areas in Telangana. And the last revolution I'll talk about, the fifth one, is a yellow revolution. The oil palm revolution that is also going to unfold right in front of our eyes. In the next 5 years, you will see 20 lakh acres of oil palm being cultivated in Telangana. Edible oil dependence on other parts of the world is something that we want to do away with. So even oil palm is a huge opportunity for you to invest. Of course, the usual life sciences. You all know we are the vaccine capital of the world. We produce 9 billion doses of vaccines from Telangana. We are the vaccine capital not of India, but we are the vaccine capital of the world. And I also must remind you, especially since this is a forum of women leaders and women entrepreneurs, 2 women who are leading the vaccine revolution from Telangana are Mahima Datla and Suchitra Ella, and you all should take a lot of pride and you should walk in their footsteps as well. And the last thing I'll tell you, of course, is technology. I'm the Minister for Information Technology, and let me remind you that the cutting-edge opportunities in information technology, especially in the points of intersection where technology intersects with other sectors. Say, for instance, you want to do something in healthcare. There is the huge opportunity. Today, Novartis does their digital drug discovery from Hyderabad. They have 9,000 people working out of Hyderabad. It's their second largest campus in the world. Of course, we have the Googles, the Apples, the Amazons, the Metas, Ubers, Salesforce, Micron, Qualcomm, all of their second largest campuses here. But what's more impressive is the innovation ecosystem, the startup ecosystem. So those of you who want to be startup entrepreneurs, we have your V-Hub, which was an outcome, like Amitabh Kant mentioned, of the GES, the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, which Amitabh ji and we all had organized together. The outcome of that event was, we had announced on the last day that we will be setting up Women Entrepreneurs Hub, and today I'm proudly standing here and claiming V-Hub is one of its kind in the country, and no other state so far has been able to emulate it or copy it. But we can provide you access, we can provide you an opportunity to actually start exploring opportunities in the technology space as well. My humble request to Flow, to all the entrepreneurs here, and to all the business leaders and award winners here, please start thinking beyond Hyderabad. Please start thinking beyond our capital region. Because it is in your interest and also the state's interest to decongest this beautiful city of ours, to provide more local opportunities, to reduce attrition, to actually focus more on return on investment. So I wish the whole community of women entrepreneurs here all the very best. The state of Telangana stands with you as a partner, and we look forward to a very fruitful and a very long journey. Thank you very much. Jai Telangana.
Thank you, sir. All these policies have actually put all of us on the world map, the progressive policies of Telangana government. Thanks once again for these policies. I would now request Pallavi Valia Raj to take the proceedings further.
Excellence can be obtained when we care more than others think is wise, risk more than others think is safe, dream more than others think is practical, and expect more than others think is ever possible. And yes, as excellent entrepreneurs, you people have been working relentlessly to build a formidable and inspiring Telangana as well as India, and we salute and we honor your efforts every single moment, but yes, on this special day, more so. I'm your host with the most, Pallavi Valia Raj, and just in case you'd be wondering who I am, I thought I should introduce myself. Do I have your permission? Is that all right? Can I take a sentence to do that? Thank you very much. Well, I am a multi-award winning MC. I'm also a television host, having covered world events like the ICC Cricket World Cup and the Milan Fashion Week. I'm a multi-TEDx speaker as well. I'm also a charismatic communication coach who helps entrepreneurs, trainers, speakers, and coaches to really go from boring to electric in their communication. So that's a little bit about me. But now, shifting the focus back to you, I've always noticed that when we connect with each other, we really bring out the best in each other. So, well, these awards are definitely a recognition of all the hard work, the dedication, the vision of all the honorees, and their stories serve as an inspiration to each and every one of us every single day. They have definitely overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of barriers, so many challenges to achieve success in their fields, and their accomplishments are a testament to their strength and determination. So let's take the next few moments to appreciate and reward these amazing women and definitely share in the celebration of their success. So we've categorized the awards under 7 heads, and we have one winner in each category. And in some categories, there is a tie, and therefore we will have joint winners. Now, in some categories where we do not have a winner, we may have a jury recognition. on this beautiful day, we'd definitely like to recognize the pioneering efforts and excellence of some of our industry leaders, stalwarts in these particular categories. So now I would like to request our chief guest, Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu, of course, our guest of honor, Shri Amitabh Kantji, and all our dignitaries present here to give away the first set of awards. And let's bring you our first category, ladies and gentlemen. If you are ready to applaud their efforts, here's our first category, education and learning development. And you and I both understand that education is an attribute and a potent source of learning and embellishes one's personality multifold. And it also scripts the destiny of our societies and our nation. So, education, according to a lot of people, isn't really the learning of facts. It is, in fact, the training of the mind to think. India occupies a very significant position in the global education sector and has one of the world's largest networks of institutions of higher learning. Wow. The education sector is expected to reach a whopping $225 billion by financial year 2025. I think we should give us a big round of applause in order to, we're moving towards achieving this feat. We are delighted to announce that in the education and learning development category, our stalwart is the founder director, Churek International, Ms. Ratna Reddy. Please give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a pact amongst each other that every time we announce a stalwart or a winner, you are really going to put your hands together, open up your hearts, and applaud the efforts of these amazing women. Wow. What a fantastic achievement this. Thank you very much, Ms. Ratna Reddy, for all that you've been doing in these past wonderful years. We have our award winner, and here we have a tie. So we have joint winners. Please put your hands together for Ms. Ajita Reddy, Hamstech India Limited, and from Mind Map Learning LLP, Ms. Shilpa Sabu. Wow, fantastic. We're both aware of what Hamstech India Limited and Mind Map Learning LLP have brought to the table. Kudos to these women. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's show them our love. Huge round of applause as each of them collect their award. Do give it up nice and loud for Ms. Shilpa Sabu, Mind Map Learning LLP. We also have a special jury recognition in this particular category, which goes to Ms. Ritika Agarwal of Yuka Games. Hearty congratulations. Yes, as she walks up to the stage, I know some of us are sitting slightly further away, so please put your hands together and applaud the efforts of Ms. Ritika Agarwal of Yuka Games. A job superbly done. Special jury recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time when we move on to our next category, which is healthcare and wellness. And we know, I would like to share this with you, that to know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is definitely to have succeeded. Better health, physically, mentally, and emotionally, is central to happiness and well-being, and it also makes an important contribution to economic progress because healthy populations live longer and definitely are much, much more productive, and they save more as well. Now, healthcare has become one of India's largest sectors, both in terms of revenue and employment, and the India health and wellness market is expected to exhibit a compound annual growth rate of 5.45% during 2022-2027. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a huge growth rate by any margin, so please put your hands together for our stalwart in the healthcare and wellness category, Dr. Himachala, Director, KNH Personalized Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, do put your hands together for Dr. Himachala. Our special jury recognition in this category goes to Ms. Lakshmi Suchitra Katuri of Essence Beauty Products. You know, there is a law in nature. You give, you get, you no give, you no get. So, well, if we would like to be appreciated for all the work that we're doing in our lives, I think we need to kind of appreciate the efforts of every single person who's walking up here on stage today, because they truly deserve it. And we have another special jury recognition which goes out to Miss Sindura Bora of Cleanse High. Let's give it up nice and loud for Miss Sindura Bora of Cleanse High. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's your cue to really put your hands together. We're extremely grateful to our chief guest for doing the honors, for our guest of honor for doing the honors as well, and our dignitaries as well. At this point in time, I would like to hand over for a bit to the Honorary Secretary, Ms. Gunjan Sindhi, who has actually been taking you through this entire evening before me. All yours, ma'am.
Thank you, Pallavi. Request Chairperson Flo N.Y. Flo to felicitate Mr. Gareth Wynne Owen, Deputy High Commissioner, United Kingdom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the energy needs to be higher. These are young women entrepreneurs from our state. If I don't hear an applause, I don't understand whether you are seeing them, acknowledging them or not. Tomorrow you will be here too.
Request Shri Rajat Kumar, Special Chief Secretary, Department of Irrigation. We can keep the claps rolling. Shri Jayesh Ranjan, Principal Secretary, Industry and Commerce and IT. Can I have a big round of applause? Shri C.V. Anand, Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad. Inviting all past chairs of Flow and Y-Flow to come up on the dais for a picture, please. Inviting Rani Reddy, Director, Marketing and Corporate Communications, Sakshi. Inviting Core and EC Committee to please line up to have a picture with the dignitaries. Requesting Rani Reddy to please be on the dais. Felicitating Rani Reddy, Director Marketing and Corporate Affairs, Sakshi.
Thank you very, very much. Gunjan? Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear a huge round of applause for all these wonderful women who've constantly been serving and have been giving their very best to this particular all through these years. Thank you very much, all you wonderful, powerful ladies for all your services.
Request all the dignitaries on stage to kindly be seated with the audience to witness the rest of the evening unfold. You want to finish? Yeah, sure.
All right, we're moving on at this point in time. I am going to request Mr. Gareth Wynne-Owen, as well as the UK Deputy High Commissioner, as well as the Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad, Mr. C.V. Anand, IPS, to join us on stage to give away the next few set of awards, along with our chief guest and the other dignitaries. This third category is Women in Tech, and of course it includes IT, electronics, ITES. Now, technology, like art, is really a soaring exercise of the human imagination, and we have our stalwart in the Women in Tech category. Please put your hands together for the Vice President of Infosys and the first woman president of HYSIA, Ms. Manisha Sabu. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. There should be an outpouring of love at this point in time, because there's so much work that has really gone into taking this particular category to another level altogether. You know, they say to create a more diverse and inclusive tech world, we need to really inspire and empower the next generation of female role models to pursue and develop their career in tech and really become innovators, leaders, and entrepreneurs. Wow. I'm sure our stalwarts are leading the way. Thank you very much, Ms. Manisha Sabu, for all your efforts through the years. Definitely, we'd love to hear from you, ma'am.
Thank you, Flo, for the award, which is definitely an honor. But I want to thank Flo also for one very important aspect, which is on this stage today, two people from my family, two women from my family have got this award, Shilpa Sabu and myself. And we both want to give credit for this to my father-in-law, who always encouraged us to take the more responsibility and be equal to everybody else in the family. And my heartfelt thanks to him, Dr. R.M. Sabu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sabu, for sharing your thoughts. We have an award winner in this particular category from Modak Analytics, LLP, Ms. Aarti Joshi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are loads of us in this particular hall, and it should really be nice and loud. The applause that we hear should be super loud at this point in time. For this next one, we'd like to now invite one of our eminent jury, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, IAS. Sir, please do join us up here on stage. It would be a pleasure. Thank you very much. And we have a very special felicitation of our consulting agency, who've been our partners to evaluate, assess, and tabulate all the applications that we've received. Please do put your hands together for Messrs. Primus Partners. Do we have any representatives of Primus Partners here with us this evening? Please do join us up here on stage for this very special felicitation. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Shantini. Okay, we've got Ms. Charu and Ms. Shantini, if I got the name right, from Primus Partners here with us. Thank you very much for your efforts. Before we move on any further, I'm also going to request our eminent jury, Rajat Kumar and Ms. Rani Reddy, to please join us up here on stage. Thank you very much for being here with us this evening. This next category is textiles, jewelry, and fashion accessories. We look forward to Mr. Rajat Kumar and Ms. Rani Reddy. Thank you very much for joining us here on stage. I truly believe that style is a way to say who you are without even speaking a word. And yes, this particular industry is really going to go through the roof. At this point in time, let's celebrate and put our hands together for our stalwart in textiles, jewelry, and fashion accessories category, Ms. Beena Rao of Creative Bee. Indian textiles sector, it is actually one of the oldest industries in the Indian economy. And this particular sector is actually expected to be worth more than $209 billion US by 2029. Wow. We have our award winners in this particular category, textiles, jewelry, and fashion accessories. It's a tie, and therefore we have two winners from Akoya Jewelry LLP, Ms. Anukrit Jalan, and from House of Mansi, Ms. Mansi. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together. And we applaud the efforts of our stalwart, Ms. Beena Rao of Creative Bee. Thank you very much for everything you've been doing. From Akoya Jewelry LLP, Ms. Jalan is right here on stage. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it nice and loud. And the tie happens to be with Ms. Mansi of House of Mansi. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, show us some spirit, because this evening really does belong to these women, and of course to all of us, to all of you. May I now request Ms. Abhilasha Bisht, IPS. Okay. All right, we're going to continue. I'm sorry, dignitaries, we're going to continue with you being here on stage and giving away the next set of awards as well, please. Agri and food processing. Agriculture, like they say, is the noblest of all alchemy. Now we have a stalwart in this particular category, and it is Sridevi Jasti of Holistic Chef Nutritionist of Vibrant Living Foods. Let's hear it nice and loud right now for Sridevi Jasti, ladies and gentlemen. She's a holistic chef, she's a nutritionist, and yes, agriculture does really do a lot for the earth, for the manure. We are thankful for all of these to actually turn into gold, whatever it is that we are growing, right? And we have an award winner in this category, Agri and Food Processing. Please help me welcome from Hanush Ram Enterprises, Ms. Kirti Yeraneni. Let's put our hands together. Our next category, ladies and gentlemen, is social enterprise and philanthropy. And it is obviously said that when the private sector, government, social and philanthropic leaders apply innovative partnerships and technologies to address social challenges and build sustainable communities, the impact is multiplied beyond imagination. We have our stalwart in the social enterprise and philanthropy category, Ms. Meera Shenoy, social entrepreneur and founder, Youth for Jobs. Kudos, Ms. Meera Shenoy, for all the efforts that you've been putting in. We value your contribution. Let's hear it nice and loud, ladies and gentlemen. For Ms. Meera Shenoy, she's a social entrepreneur and founder of Youth for Jobs. Wow. We have a tie in this particular category as well. And the award here is shared by Ms. Sita from Mahatma Charitable Trust, and from Surendra Associates, Ms. Kunda Pratibha. Dr. Sita, thank you very much for your efforts. And we'd like to applaud the efforts of Ms. Pratibha Kunda as well. Fantastic job done indeed. She's the managing director of Surendra Puri, and this is just amazing. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, social enterprise and philanthropy. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, show us and show them a lot of love, but a lot of power, because we're saying in our head, more power to you, ladies. Now, this next category is sustainability. It is actually the key to understanding the future. This one word, sustainability. And it is my honor to invite on stage the stalwart in this category, Ms. Kalpana Ramesh of Rainwater Project. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, do put your hands together. An amazing effort by Ms. Kalpana Ramesh. It's always a joy to talk about sustainability because, you know, here are the 3 E's: ecology, economy, and equity, all of them in sustainability. And we have our award winner in this category from Urvi Sustainable Concepts Private Limited, Maya Vivek and Minal Dalmia. Let's hear it nice and loud for our award winners from Urvi Sustainable Concepts Private Limited, Maya Vivek and Minal Dalmia, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. All of you have been doing such amazing, amazing work. And now we've also initiated a Lifetime Achievement Award to a very accomplished entrepreneur. I'm sure you know, when you hear the name, you are definitely going to applaud big time. The Managing Director of Apollo Hospitals Group, Ms. Sangeeta Reddy. And I'm requesting Dr. Nandini Ali, Chief Marketing Officer of Apollo, to please come and collect this award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, on behalf of Ms. Sangeeta Reddy. Unfortunately, she could not be with us here this evening. You know, like they always say that good business leaders create a vision. They articulate that vision and passionately own that vision and align their teams with their vision and then relentlessly drive it to completion. And that's exactly how an organization, a community, and a country grow leaps and bounds. We are indeed grateful to all our entrepreneurs who didn't really ask what the world needs. Instead, they asked themselves, what is it that makes them come alive? And then they went out there and did what made them come alive. I thank all our dignitaries, and like I always keep saying, I'm your host with the most, Pallavi Valyaraj, and I would like right now to hand over the evening to Young Flow Secretary, who's also Pallavi, to felicitate our sponsors, because without our sponsors and their generous contribution, this evening would definitely not be possible. I thank from the bottom of my heart all our dignitaries, our chief guest, Honorable Minister Shri K.T. Ramarao Garu. Thank you very much. Okay. So before KTR Garu gets off stage, I'm going to request all the award winners to kindly come up here on stage for one beautiful, awesome group picture. Requesting all the award winners. After this particular group picture of all the award winners, we will request the entire YFlow committee to please step up here on stage so we can have a group picture with the entire YFlow committee. Wow, wasn't that absolutely fantastic? Now let's have the entire YFlow committee up here on stage for a group picture. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Everybody, please be seated. We have a special program for the differently abled people who have equal rights in society. This act by Dr. Syed Pasha, recipient of National Award from the President of India for Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, is a significant step which ensures equal opportunities for differently abled people. The act will be in two parts. We will now have the first part. Let's bring on the stunning act by Miracle on Wheels. Can I have a big round of applause, please? Woo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a seat to see the world-famous performance, which is winner of Guinness World Record and the Limca Book of World Record performance on the wheelchair by differently able artists who traveled about 70 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a seat and applaud for the special able artist from Miracle on Wheels.
विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दिनुते गिरिवर विन्ध्य शिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति हेशिति कण्ठ कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते दैवम् अम्मे जगन्मूलम् अम्मे आदियु अंतम् अम्मे सृष्टिकी सारं सर्वम् अम्मे नीकु जन्मनिच्చి अम्मे निन्नु ఒడిలో చేర్చి అమ్మే నిన్ను నీలా పెంచి తల్లయ్యక్కై చల్లై వదిలే ప్రతి రూపం తానే నీ తోడు నీడతానే నీ చిన్న నాటి నుండి నీ ఆట బొమ్మై ఉండి నువ్వు ఆడిన పాడిన కొట్టిన తిట్టిన నీతోనే ఉంటూ నిన్ను నీలా ప్రేమించే నిస్వార్థమైన ప్రేమే అమ్మ సురవరవర్షిణి దుర్ధరదర్శిణి దుర్ముఖమర్షిణి హర్షరతే త్రిభువన పోషిణి శంకర దోషిణి కల్మషమోచని ఘోరరతే ధనుజని రోషిణి దుర్మద శోషిణి దుఃఖ నివారిణి సింధుసుతే జయ జయ హే महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अम्मे प्रत्यक्ष दैवम् अम्मे जगन्मूलम् अम्मे आदियु अंतम् अम्मे सृष्टिकी सारं सर्वम् अम्मे नीकु जन्मनिच्చి अम्मे నిన్ను ఒడిలో చేర్చి అమ్మే నిన్ను నీలా పెంచి తల్లయ్యక్కై చల్లై వదిలే ప్రతి రూపం తానే నీ తోడు నీడతానే నీ చిన్న నాటి నుండి నీ ఆట బొమ్మై ఉండి నువ్వు ఆడిన పాడిన కొట్టిన తిట్టిన నీతోనే ఉంటూ నిన్ను నీలా ప్రేమించే నిస్వార్థమైన ప్రేమే జన్మనిచ్చి భార్య నిన్ను తండ్రిని చేసి పంచభూతాలే తానై ఐదరు బంధాలే తానై అమ్మాయి అక్కై చెల్లై భార్య వదినై నిన్ను నడిపించే శక్తియే అమ్మా She's a creation, she's a power, she's a nature, she's everywhere. She's a mother, she's a sister, she's a wife, she's the one who cares. She's a love, she's a glory, she's the beginning of this world. Listen everyone, she's a new one, she's the one and only one. She's a creation, she's a power, she's a nature, she's everywhere. She's a mother, she's a sister, she's a wife, she's the one who cares. She's a love, she's a glory, she's the beginning of this world. Listen everyone, she's a new one, she's the one and only one. అమ్మే ప్రత్యక్ష దైవం అమ్మే జగన్మూలం అమ్మే ఆదియు అంతం అమ్మే विलासिनि जिष्णुरुते भगवति हेशिति कण्ठकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सरलननादतदे तदे ताळनिमित्तजलासिरते कल्पवामतिवरतौङ्गततालकतालकुतूहलनादरते दिम्दिमिकिटदिक्किटदिमि ध्वनितीरमृदङ्गनिनादरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐगिरि अन्दिनि नन्दितमोदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दिनुते गिरिवरविन्ध्यशिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुरुते भगवति हेशिति कण्ठकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सरलननादतदे तदे ताळनिमित्तजलासिरते कल्पवामतिवरतौङ्गततालकतालकुतूहलनादरते दिम्दिमिकिटदिक्किटदिमि ध्वनितीरमृदङ्गनिनादरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
Check. Wow. Did you enjoy that act? That was absolutely phenomenal. Miracle on wheels. You folks are absolutely rocking it. And we'd actually love to go right ahead.
Madam will talk about the performance. Mahira, madam, please give the microphone. Thank you. We have 2 more performances, madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First, I would like to thank all the organizers who really recognize the speciality of Miracle on Wheels. Miracle on Wheels is just not some kind of a performing company. The miracle you will watch for the rest of the evening is not only the wheelchairs, it is those who are seated on the wheelchairs, those who are dancing along with them. There are so many people here who will be witnessing, I'm sure, for the first time, this absolute miracle. And each one of these artists have such a special story to share. Just like how Ficci Flow is like boosted with superhuman woman power. Similarly, Miracle on Wheels is also a very special performing unit. We'll go to our next performance without taking up much time. Since we're already running late, we'll take leave now.
tadar dani dim, tadar dani dim, dana derena.
बंधु बंधुरस्फुरत् दिगंत संतति प्रमोदमान मानसे कृपा कटाक्ष धोरणी निरुद्ध दुर्धरापदि क्वचित् दिगंबरे मनो विनोद में तु वस्तुनि सहस्रलोचन प्रवृत्त शेषलेख शेखर सुन्दधुनि धोरणी विदूसराङ्घ्रि पीठभू सहस्रलोचन प्रवृत्त शेषलेख शेखर सुन्दधुनि धोरणी विदूसराङ्घ्रि पीठभू जङ्गराजमालया निबद्ध जाट जूटकं जङ्गराजमालया निबद्ध जाट जूटकं श्रिय चिराय जायत चकोर बन्धु शेखर
Louder round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Miracle on wheels. Wow, wow, wow. It is no wonder.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I'm Dr. Pasha here from Miracle on Wheels. I've been working with these special children more than 3 decades. Thank you very much. How did you like the performance? Can I have a blinder slide, please? Blinders, thank you very much, so I can see all of them. Okay, I want to tell you, जो आपकी थालियों की आवाज़ मेरे कलाकारों को सुनाई नहीं देती, क्या करेंगे इसलिए हम? मंजिल उन्हीं को भी होती है, मंजिल उन्हीं की भी होती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है. ये मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, ये काम हमारी फिक्की कर दिखा रही है, फिक्की फ्लो कर दिखा रही है, हमारे शुभ्रा कर दिखा रहे हैं. और कहाँ गए हमारे काफ़ी मित्र जो हैं फ्लो के, बहुत ही मेहनत काम कर रहे हैं. गुंजन लगातार फॉलो अप करते जा रहे हैं कि कार्यक्रम को कैसा करना है. मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, ये जो लड़कियां हैं लगातार डांस कर रहे थे बिना म्यूजिक सुने, ना ये सुन सकते हैं ना ये बोल सकते हैं. जो लोग व्हील चेयर पर परफॉर्म कर रहे थे वो ऑलमोस्ट, आप सोच नहीं सकते, वो व्हील चेयर पर बैठकर गिनीज वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बना लिया है, लिम्का बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बना लिया है. ये कहना चाहता हूं. लेकिन आज मेरे आप सबसे निवेदन ये भी है, अगर इनको अप्रिशिएट करना चाहते हैं बस दोनों हाथ ऊपर उठाइए. प्लीज राइज योर हैंड्स and shake for them. This is how we applaud these very special, young, dynamic, hearing impaired dancers. So she says, thank you. Thank you means just keep the hand near the chin and say, thank you. This is how they thank you. This is how they say, welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Generally, when they have a performance, they say, video record mat karo, lekin मैं कहता हूँ कुछ please आप इसको रिकॉर्ड कीजिएगा 1 मिनट या 1.5 मिनट जो भी चाहते हैं आप, और लोगों को बताएगा, क्योंकि ये किसी से कम नहीं है. ये संदेश, the message has to reach to the people of the world that given an opportunity, they are second to none. The Ficci has given an opportunity for us today. Really, I want to salute Ficci for giving us this wonderful opportunity, and you made today's evening performance as an inclusion. You know that? You made as an inclusion. We talk about the inclusivity, dignity, equality. Ladies and gentlemen, next performance. Remarkable performance, a surprise for you. Please put your hands together and welcome Miracle on Wheels. Thank you.
ख्वाजा जी ख्वाजा ख्वाजा जी ख्वाजा जी ख्वाजा जी या गरीब नवाज या गरीब नवाज या गरीब नवाज या गरीब नवाज या मोइनुद्दीन या मोइनुद्दीन या ख्वाजा जी 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 ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा शाह का शाह तू अली का दुलारा ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा शाह का शाह तू अली का दुलारा ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा दिल में समा जा बेकसों की तकदीर तूने है सवारी बेकसों की तकदीर तूने है सवारी सवारी है सवारी ख्वाजा मेरे ख्वाजा तेरे दरबार में ख्वाजा नूर तो है देखा तेरे दरबार में ख्वाजा
I'm sure you all would have enjoyed this performance. We today here we would like to say a few things about how Miracle on Wheels even started. Just to fill you up, you all are seeing it, you all are witnessing it, you all should know what is the origin of this. Dr. Pasha was born in a Muslim family in a very remote village in Karnataka. His grandparents and all of them were healers. They used to be into healing and like doctors of those days. So he witnessed a lot of people with different kind of disabilities coming to his grandparents for treatment and everything, and how badly they were treated, how badly they were called names and all. And Dr. Pasha, right from the beginning, he was an artist. He had an extraordinary passion for dance. So he's done his MA in Bharatanatyam, Kathak, and doctorate in choreography. So he was known as the first Muslim male dancer, and he was like always recognized all over the country and abroad. So but this thing was in his mind right from the beginning that he has to make a difference in people with disabilities in their lives. So he was like thinking of how he's going to do it. So he then decided there's no better way than using his expertise to bring these people on the regular platform. So that is when he started training people with different kinds of disabilities for almost 3 decades now, and brought them on the mainstream performing unit. All the artists you are witnessing here have such a beautiful success story to share with you. In fact, a few of these boys, if you go to see, one comes from a slum in Delhi. He used to do a lot of these odd jobs with his father, and today, when he has traveled to around 8 or 9 countries, if I'm not mistaken. And he is a well-known artist and also a very beautiful performer. Today, his people are so astounded thinking of a boy who cannot even read and write is such an extraordinary artist. When we introduce the artist in the end, I'll let you know who this person is. Let's go on to the next performance.
They're talking about the sponsors. Without the sponsor, the performance this evening wouldn't have been possible. Please, thank you. After the sponsorship announcement, we go for another 3 performances. Thank you.
Good evening, all. I would like to invite all our sponsors whose contribution helped us to have this wonderful program. To honor their valuable time and contribution, may I kindly request past floor chairpersons Ms. Hina Srivastav and Ms. Manjula Reddy to give a token of appreciation to Kalasha Fine Jewels. I request Kalasha Fine Jewels to please come on stage. Thank you so much for your valuable time and contribution. Sonali? Thank you. I request RBC Worldwide to please come up on stage. I request the chairpersons to stay back to honor RBC Worldwide for their valuable time and contribution. We thank you for your support. Thank you. May I now please request past floor chairpersons Ms. Ajita Reddy and Ms. Jyotsna Angara to come up on stage to honor Freedom Oil. I kindly request Freedom Oil to please come up on stage. I request Argentum Silver Corporation to please come up on stage. We thank you for your support and contribution. I now request past floor chairpersons Ms. Monica Agarwal and Ms. Rekha Lahoti to please come up on stage. I kindly request our sponsors Radha Spaces to come up on stage. Thank you, Radha Spaces, for your valuable support. I kindly request Axis Bank to please come up on stage. I kindly request Ms. Padma Rajagopal and Ms. Priyanka Agarwal to come up on stage. I request Labanel Patisserie and Sri Navdurga Textile Processors Limited to come up on stage. Thank you for your valuable time and contribution. I request the past floor chairpersons Padma Rajagopal and Priyanka Agarwal to come up. I request past floor chairpersons Ms. Sona Chatwani and Ms. Uma Chigurupati to please come up on stage. I request a representative for the address and Central Books to please come up on stage. I request past floor chairpersons Ms. Sona Chatwani and Ms. Uma Chigurupati to come up to felicitate the address and Central Books, please. We thank you for your support and contribution.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are two more performances. Please have a seat. after felicitating the sponsors, there will be 2 more performances, remarkable performances, that is first of its kind.
I request past YFlow chairpersons Miss Anjum Babu Khan and Miss Maurya Border to please come up on stage to hand over the token of appreciation for Rajendra Pushpa Kriti Keemti Charitable Foundation, iTech Solutions and Vision Tech. We request representatives from Rajendra Pushpa Kirti Keemti Charitable Foundation, iTech Solutions and Vision Tech. We thank you for your support and contribution. I now kindly request past YFlow chairperson Miss Mansi Malik and Miss Nidhi Swaroop to come up on stage to hand over the token of appreciation for Shrivari Spices, Primus Partners and Saran Jute Bags. We thank you for your valuable time and contribution. Shrivari Spices, Primus Partners and Saran Jute Bags. I would now like to invite Senior Vice Chair Ritu Shah to deliver the vote of thanks.
Can we have the performance, madam, before the vote of the thanks, please? Before the vote of the thanks, let us have the performance. Artists on the stage, please. Okay, artists on the place. Before the vote of the thanks, we'll present a performance. 2 performances. Okay.
A very good evening to one and all. Namaskar. One and all means, I think so one is here and all is out. Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary, cause appreciation goes a long way as a motivator, and recognition is the greatest motivator ever. It is good to win awards, but the most important is when we win them together. On this note, I, Ritu Shah, Senior Vice Chairperson, on behalf of Ficci Hyderabad, take this opportunity to thank our esteemed guest who had taken out time, precious time to attend this empowering business award ceremony. A warm thank you to our chief guest, KTR Sir, who is not present here, Honorable Minister for IT Telangana, who threw light on the startup state of India, which is Telangana, and also he put light on green, blue, pink, white, and yellow revolutions that are happening. A warm thank you to our special guest of honor, Shri Amitabh Kanji, India's G20 Sherpa, who stressed on women-led development and women role models and digitization. Your valuable presence meant a lot to us. Thank you, Srimati Jayanti Ji Dalmia, our National President, for being amongst us. It's an honor to have you with us today. Thank you, Srimati Pinky Reddy, our past National President, for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Gratitude to our generous sponsors, Aurobindo, Kalasha Fine Jewels, Radha Spaces, Almond House, RBC Worldwide, Freedom Oil, Argentum Space Corporation, Radha Spaces again, Axis Bank, Dukes India Limited, Labonel Patisserie, Shri Navadurga Textile Processors Limited, The Address, Vision Tech, Central Books, Rajendra Pushpa Keemti Charitable Foundation, iTech Solutions, Shrivari Spices, The Park, Primus Partner, Saran Jute Bags, Dasanje, Booster Water, and Creamstone. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you all past chairs, Flow and YFlow, for the continuous guidance. Thank you present media for covering Flow and supporting to create a stronger brand. Immense gratitude to all the committees who have been working tirelessly for putting up this great show together today. Congratulations to all the awardees, wishing you many more accolades in future. Thank you to all nominations for participating for this prestigious awards. It's not important just to be better than your contemporaries or your predecessors. Try to be better than yourself. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.
Artist position, please.
Can we please have our past chairs come up on stage to felicitate our beverage partner for the day, 100 Pipers?
The show has been called off, okay? Let's pack up.
Okay, please tell the artists to change their costumes. Thank you.
Can we now have our sponsors, Vision Tech, to come on stage, and we request our past chairs to felicitate them, please. Second. I would now request everyone who's left here to please join us outside for the Flavors of India and a live band. Like the bar as well as the dinner is open now. Thank you. I would now like to request our past chairpersons present here today to please grace the dais so we can felicitate the phenomenal performers, Miracle on Wheels. Dr. Pasha, can we please have you on stage and the whole team of Miracle on Wheels? And our comparer for tonight, Miss Pallavi, who set the stage on fire. Please. I'd like to request all our past chairs present in the room to please come up on the stage. And can we request Miracles on Wheels team to please come up on stage as well. Dr. Pasha, could we request you to please come on stage? Can we have Dr. Pasha and the team Miracles on Wheels to come up for felicitation, please? Thank you. I would now like to request all of you to... Can we also have all the pastors present in the room to come up on the stage for a nice photo? Hina, can we... All the pastors requesting you to please come up onto the dais. Past chairpersons Flo and Y Flo, can we please have you on the dais for a photo, please? And as a special surprise, we have our very own past chair, Ms. Rekha Lahoti, whose birthday it is today. So we have a cake that is going to come up, so if you can all come up onto the dais. And we would request National President Jayanti ji to please come up on stage to celebrate with us. Any more pastors in the room? Can we request you to please come up on the dais? Flo as well as Y Flo, can we please have you on the dais? Can we just have all the pastors, Flo and Wife Flo, be up on the stage for a few more minutes? The cake is on its way. Okay, there seems to be a change in plan. We'll be celebrating the birthday at Flavors of India. I would now request everyone to please join us outside for dinner.